The OnPlan Sales Capacity app allows you to forecast the sales capacity your company needs to meet your top-line targets, factoring in pipeline, quotas and attainments, and ramp-up. As with every OnPlan app, the Sales Capacity app includes a pre-configured dashboard to visualize and analyze your company's performance, like these KPIs highlighting all the key elements of your business. This chart allows you to visually observe and analyze your sales growth over time. Likewise, this chart on the right represents all of your company's sales broken by region, and you can then continue to filter and isolate a specific region to analyze deeper. For example, if we wanted to have a look at APAC, we can start unchecking all the other regions and focus our analysis on APAC. As with all OnPlan charts, you can take this a step further and drill into any specific data point to examine the source data. For example, if we wanted to have a look at this spike for October 21, the software will then take us to the back-end report and even highlight the specific data point we clicked on. And then we can continue our analysis further. It seems for APAC in the month prior, there were no sales, and likewise for the month after, hence why we have such a prominent spike for the month of October. One of the key reports for any sales model is the pipeline. Our app is set up to forecast your pipeline at an individual account level. Here we can see all the additional information that is vital in driving or analyzing any pipeline forecast. For example, probability, ARR per opportunity, and close date will drive weighted average of revenue and ARR of each potential prospect. The other drivers, such as product type, region, and product bundle, helps us segment the forecast into different segmentations of revenue line or customer base. This pipeline forecast gives us line of sight to near-term revenue. With that in mind, we can start planning any additional sales capacity we need to bring on board to close the gap between that near-term revenue and the revenue goals. Understanding quotas and attainments helps us calculate the number of sales reps we need to add and when we need to add them. Here, we're looking at it annually by region. The Sales Capacity app is flexible though. You could analyze this on any dimension you want and at a monthly or quarterly level depending on the detail you're looking for. Another major factor that affects sales capacity is ramp up. As we know, a new hire will typically need time to ramp up their productivity before they're at full capacity. Here, we account for those ramp-up periods on a regional level. This is a crucial step in having a more accurate sales capacity forecast. We can leverage the app to calculate the number of trigger hires needed to achieve our goal that is being directly driven by our assumptions. Here, we have a granular view of our trigger account executive hires from multiple perspectives. This is replicated for any metric that is important to us, such as new sales revenue, quotas, and more. Here we have our forecast data represented by the blue highlighted months on the top and can easily view the data on a monthly, quarterly, or annual basis. Note the fact that the total ramp is not a sum but an end of period. So OnPlan is intelligent enough to understand the nuances between summing and end of period accounts. Here we can see the app calculates the number of sales executives we need in order to hit our year-end targets. It's taking into account ramp up productivity rates we assumed earlier. We can see that we need to hire 29 new account executives with a 4-month margin to hit our targets. Of course, in partnership with sales and HR leaders, we can then try to drive initiatives to accelerate ramp, increase quota, or speed hiring to land on an operational plan that everyone thinks is achievable and in budget. A major element in any planning process is creating different strategies and scenarios to compare and contrast against. Using our app, we can create multiple scenarios to plan for the ever-changing and uncertain elements of a business. Here, we can visually see the effect that our different assumptions have on our overall sales numbers for both scenarios. In addition, we can then create variance reports to have a side-by-side comparison of our different scenarios. For example, here we can see the different hiring requirements for 2 scenarios leveraging the change in assumptions we inputted. Likewise, we can observe the new sales revenue as well as the regional quota deltas. So if you need help with your sales capacity planning, book a demo now and we'd be happy to show you how this OnPlan app and others can help you.